Hello, good morning. Today is August 8th, 2020. I'm gonna do a little tour here of the Jade Street garden. Recently I've been reapplying wood chips to this area here. There's a couple fruit trees back there, apples, and a couple other trees. I'm almost done applying the wood chips. I have a little bit more to go. Taking a look at the main garden, a lot has happened this month. Some artichokes here. I'm sure some of those are ready. A few tomato plants in here using the string tie method. I come along every so often and kind of wrap the string, keep it straight, pull the suckers out. The main beds are very happy. I have several plants up front here. Lavender, nasturtium, a cat mint, a flower called hot lips, sunflowers, 4 o'clock. I started these from seed, and each one has different colored flowers. A couple of patty pan squash. Took the risk of putting it up here. I wasn't really sure how big these plants are going to get, but squash can get pretty big, so we'll see how that goes. Some leeks down here on the end. They seem pretty happy. If not, almost, I don't think they're ready yet, but there's a pretty big one right there. Those are the wood chips that I've been moving. We'll continue more on that here today. It's a nice cloudy day, great for working and moving, hauling, moving wood chips, moving compost. This row is cucumbers. Green beans are on the other side. Nasturtiums are down here. So I've harvested a couple already. There's more growing. Here's one right here, a little baby. Little other one starting. Yeah. So down this row, more cucumbers. All of these plants I pretty much had to replant. I started quite a few seeds, most of which were eaten by slugs and bugs and things. I believe that these two are the only ones out of all the seeds I planted. And this entire row was several different kind of seeds. So it goes. A few more tomato plants over here. Again, string tie method. Looks like I could come out here today and clean up the bottom leaves, string them up a little bit more. With this method, I do loosen up the bottom a little bit. So when I'm coming around, tightening up the top, kind of wrapping it around, I do have a look down here because this is where it started, and I will loosen it up slightly so it's not choking the plant. So, and you can feel the tension as you're wrapping them. You know when you need to do it. If it's just too tight, then come down and just loosen it up a little bit. And the Hugel Bed. The Hugel Bed is really amazing. This is year 2 in this Hugel Bed. I have sunchokes in the back, one sunflower on the side, kale, strawberries, raspberries, zucchini, and again, this year was really slow to get most things growing. It was rainy, it was cold, but this has really just taken off. I mean, the size of this, I think this is just one zucchini plant right here. You know, I just popped in a few seeds randomly. There's one behind it over there, so there's two, but this, I'm pretty sure this is just one. I could be wrong, there might be two. Anyway, it's huge. It's just amazing. I'm just blown away. This row, I harvested 2 cabbages yesterday. There's more growing. There's a couple red ones. But that's just forming. There's a little baby head in there. A lot of things. You know, these are all started from seed. Most things got nibbled when they were little. Like, here's an example. This is still little. These were planted at the same time as all of those. But slugs, pill bugs. There could be other bugs in here, I'm not sure, but it's really been a challenge. So I am grateful for the things that are actually growing. Another zucchini, couple plants over here. This is a different kind. I forget which seed I planted, but it's a different color. It's a lighter color. I removed one plant yesterday because it decided to just sprawl out into the middle of the path, and the little plants that were on it didn't look so great. So I said, nope, you're going on the compost pile. Raspberries have been producing for a while. Nice little handful each day. Lilies, stargazers. These are so beautiful. So much fun. The food forest area. This is where it all started, back here. Looks like there's some ferns that have really popped up recently. I pull those out. Some of them are pretty in the back, but that one's kind of overtaking the blueberry bush there. And I have comfrey growing around some of these trees in this area. What I do with that is I'll come along and do a chop and drop. I'll take something, for an example, you can just take it, and then I'll put it at the base around the trees. You can see the old leaves there, and those create a mulch. They break down, go back into the soil. The comfrey helps to pull up all those deep minerals from within the ground. You can make comfrey tea, use it as mulch, chop and drop. So I tend to grow it around places, and it comes back. I've already done this process 3-4 times, and you see it's been a while. The leaves are pretty big, but they just come right back. Mint. The bees love the mint, especially the honeybees. The bumblebees like the raspberries pretty well. There's all kinds of little pollinators that I notice around here. This is the back side of the Hugel Bed. Ripe, yummy raspberries. Echinacea, second year. I planted that last year. Just letting it grow. I know there's things you can do with that. Then coming around to the back, the other area over here is where I was working this winter, and I put in 4 fruit trees after clearing out this entire area here. It was just some of the trees drooping and branching, and was the entrance to the woods there. So I'm making use of the edge, bringing it back further, and that opens up the area to the main garden. raspberries that are still in a pot that I did not get planted. I will, just hasn't happened quite yet. I have a lone corn. one just, I must have dropped a seed and it's doing its thing. Pumpkin plant finally growing. This has done so much in this last month. It was just the littlest, saddest thing for a while. Again, it was cold. It just didn't know what to do with itself. But now that we've had some heat and sun, we're gonna have a few pumpkins. They may not get very big, we'll see, but that'll be fun come October, and little, decorations around the house. This is strawberry spinach. It's fun. These little berries, they're very tasty. It's interesting taste. It's like spinach, yet sweet. Not too sweet, but very, very moist, very hydrating. I was sampling some of that yesterday. Some of these are very ripe. It just feels like it would be very hydrating, very moist, mild. I purchased those seeds last year and started them in flats this year, and yeah, it's cute. I like it. I get so many ideas, and then sometimes I forget what was the purpose of that. But it's definitely on the edge of a border. It's just a lot of fun, and it's edible. The leaves are edible too. I haven't done anything with those yet. Again, I'm just getting started, testing ideas and theories and thoughts, and I watch a lot of YouTube and see what people are doing and have my own ideas and just trying out so many different things. This is my spa area. Little chair. This is where I have my tub, my outdoor tub area. It's back in the bushes right now because I don't want it to get too sun bleached. But I just set it there, hook it up to the propane tank and the hose, and have all of this as my view. All right, all for now. Signing out here at the Jade Street Garden.